Dr. Tish, how are you today?
Oh, doing well, Ben. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Dr. Ben Reeves, an associate of the Naturopathic Medicine Institute, or NMI, working toward my Vitalist Fellow Track certification. The NMI envisions a world where enjoying optimal health care allows people to reach their highest potential for inspired creativity. It asserts that the highest ideal in healthcare must act in concert with the healing power of nature. And today we have NMI Fellow, Dr. Letitia Dick Cronenberg, also known as Dr. Tish, joining us to talk a little bit about naturopathic medicine, vitalism, and why she's involved in the Naturopathic Medicine Institute. But before we get to our discussion, Dr. Tish, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, let's see. You know, I'm a second-generation naturopath and grew up in this profession. Going to Northwest conventions with my dad was our only vacation time. And so, you know, I grew up around Dr. Bastyr and Dr. Boucher and Bob Overton and, you know, some really great docs. And it's really interesting to be in the profession this way and watch it evolve through the years as I'm a part of it. I graduated from NCNM in 1990. I had 3 years of practice with my dad before he passed away. But it's been my mission to continue teaching these traditional therapeutics that he saved from Dr. Carroll. So I enjoy doing that a great deal.
Wow, well, I know you're really busy, and I understand that you're booked out until next year sometime.
Yeah, I think we're booking into February and March right now. I just heard my staff say.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
In the middle of Spokane, Washington.
In the middle of little Spokane, Washington, yeah. It's quite a tradition, though, so.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm so glad to be a part of it, just as a brand new doc. So tell us a little bit about what the Naturopathic Medicine Institute is and why you're involved in it.
Well, I started a little back history. I've been adjunct faculty at Bastyr University for 23 years teaching advanced hydrotherapy. And when I go to conferences and talk with Dr. Sensenig and Dr. Zeff, we had a time where, I forget what convention we were at. I think we were at an AANP conference. And we sat down during a break because we're all kind of frustrated with the lectures and how it was going. And it's like, how are we going to save this medicine? We had this conversation about, what are we going to do? We've tried to do it many different ways. How can we bring forward our therapeutics in a way that the young doctors can learn it and actually apply it? And we foresaw a time when it might not be around, that what we do may actually not be naturopathic anymore because the profession's changing so much. And so as we're having this conversation, we developed a curriculum. And that curriculum has been on paper all this time waiting for the right thing. And the right thing is VMI. And this is, you know, the Vitalist track and the fellows. This is our vision of bringing it forward for the future to preserve this medicine. Because we can't, it's too important to let it go. I mean, we have to carry this forward. And we see more and more that's being lost in our schools. It's not being taught the way we learned it. And we want that tradition to continue on through the Vitalist group. So that's why I'm a part of this. That's why I'm so excited about it. And yeah, go ahead, Ben, you're going to say something there.
Oh yeah, I was going to say I certainly have had to pursue a lot of outside of school study. I had a question. So a lot of people don't even know what naturopathic medicine is, let alone vitalism. Can you just give a little what is vitalism? In the context of naturopathic medicine.
Vitalism is naturopathic medicine. I mean, I don't know how to separate it out. What we do is stimulate the vital force. What we do is provide the tools for the vitality of that person to heal. And that's the fundamental core of naturopathic medicine and naturopathic philosophy. Without that, we don't have naturopathy.
Wow. So I'm so looking forward to the event we're having next month, the Vital Gathering, and yeah, I mean, it's just incredible to see this curriculum, in action and everything. For those who are wanting to learn more about it, is there anything you can tell them, about what it entails? I mean, I know I can send them to the webpage and they can see the different topics.
Well, what we're really wanting to do is first get everybody on the same page. The college curriculums are different across the board. They vary a bit, and we want to just make sure the fundamentals are in place. So a bit of it might be a little redundant for some, but maybe brand new for others. And so we want to bring back the basic therapeutics, manipulation, nutrition and dietetics, physical medicine, nutrition, botanical medicine. We're going to start homeopathy. We're going to start with just the basic fundamentals, make sure everybody has all of that basic information in place that we see is slipping in different places in our curriculums. So that's first base. And then second base is to take that forward and really do the advanced work and the art of the medicine. The coming up course in October is going to be really talking about how to use these therapeutics in the art of the medicine and how you individualize care for each person that you see. And that's going to be really exciting. And I just have to say, I don't think this kind of work has ever been done in our naturopathic profession. All the years I was going to conferences with my father, I never saw anything like this. We get great speakers, but we wouldn't have like all of us being able to communicate together and say, hey, what about this? Oh, I do it this way. What do you think of that? We've never had that. And this is like the most incredible conference in naturopathic history. It's going to be amazing.
Wow, I just feel it in my heart and in my body. I feel so excited to participate and learn, because I had a great education at NUNM or NCNM, and feel so much gratitude. And at the same time, I spent $400,000 over 5 years, and a lot of these things were that you're teaching me about hydrotherapy, and that I'm learning about mineral testing from Dr. Sensenig, and Carol testing, and homeopathy. A lot of these things I didn't learn at NCNM. I had to seek them out, and they're the very essence of my practice, Dr. Tish.
Yeah, I think this is where the rubber meets the road, and it's the art of the medicine and these extra tools that we don't have time to teach it in the curriculum, or for whatever reasons, it's not taught in a way that's congruent. You might get pieces of it here and there, but you don't really know as a young doctor how to put it together and really make that work for that patient. And that's what we hope to bring forward for you guys, so you young doctors know how to, and maybe older doctors have been out there in practice for a while that maybe are frustrating or struggling. This is how we put it together for the patient. So yeah.
Wow. Well, I guess it brings up the question of why. I guess we could talk a little bit about why it's being lost, but maybe that would lead to negativity. I mean, I know there's always been a divide as far back as time, right?
There's always been a divide in our profession. I think Benedict Lust even talked about that, and in Dr. Carroll's time, there was a division between the mixers and the straights, and so there was even a conflict there. The straights didn't want to do any new technology, and the mixers, like Dr. Carroll, brought in physical medicine, electrotherapy. That was he was mixing it up. So there's always been a division, I think, and just the nature of naturopaths, because we're such individualists. It just it kind of breeds that. But what we're wanting to do is learn from each other. Even colleagues of mine, Dr. Sensenig, Dr. Zeff, Dr. Cruzel, you know, I don't know everything they know, and they don't know everything I know, and we now have the opportunity to share with each other as well and learn these other procedures. What we're trying to grow in the new profession, in the new way, I guess, is the super naturopath. We want everybody to be as good as we are and even better with even more modalities than what we know individually. That's what we're trying to do.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm just, I'm so grateful to what you guys are doing, and thank you so much. I guess we're kind of running out of time now. Is there anything else that you want to say about, you know, about how to awaken the vital force, or about this vital gathering, or the NMI?
Well, you know, Ben, I just want to thank you, and I also want to thank everybody at NMI and all the volunteers and everybody working so hard to make this happen, because individually we haven't been able to do it. And to have this team of people that's so excited about it really makes it worthwhile for us to do it. And that's it. I just want to say thanks so much to everybody else.
Oh, I feel the same way. Well, let's see. How can people learn about your clinic? Where can they find you online?
It's Windrose Naturopathic Clinic, WINDROSE, naturopathicClinic.com. And we're also at the Carroll Institute, Carroll with 2 R's and 2 L's, .org. And the Carroll classes are listed there. Dr. Zeph and I started the Carroll Institute a number of years ago as a nonprofit teaching facility to teach these courses. So we do have a class coming up in the Carroll procedure next week. There's a few openings left if anybody's interested. So you can find me there as well. And yeah, so I'm around.
Great. Well, I'll make sure I link to those beneath the podcast notes.
Oh, great. Thanks.
I think it's a good time to wrap up our interview. Thank you so much, Dr. Tish, for taking the time to join me today for a few minutes. If you want to learn more about the Naturopathic Medicine Institute, head on over to naturopathicmedicineinstitute.org and watch for our upcoming events, such as the Vital Gathering next month, which is going to be incredible on October 13th, 14th, and 15th. At the Naturopathic Medicine Institute, the laws of cure are seen to be immutable, and the healing power of nature is acknowledged, discussed, unpacked, and celebrated. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.